وبه نستعين ونصلي ونسلم على عبد المصطفى الطهر الطاهر المظاهر المنصور المؤيد أبي القاسم محمد اللهم صل على وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين الذين أذهب عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا اللهم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Respected Sayyid Haider, respected Minister, respected brothers in the religious fraternity, respected all of you who are present. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. The issue of Palestine is very simple. There is no complexity involved, and that's the issue of truth and justice. Allah has made it clear that those who believe in His message, they should stand up for justice and truth, and more importantly, to help those who are oppressed. When we look at Palestine, it's the epitome of the struggle for justice and independence and dignity and human honor. Imam Khomeini rahmatullah alayhi in August 1979 declared the last Friday of the holy month of Ramadan to be the International Quds Day. And it's not only, though Palestine is at the top of that agenda, but it shows also it's a struggle against oppression everywhere in the world. We see that Zionism equates violence, brutality, and that is a colonialist project. You will see as well that the United Nations Resolution 3379 in 1975, Zionism was declared by the United Nations as a racist ideology. When Balfour declared it, that Palestine should be the state, you had that Britain was about to lose the war. Then you had the Rothschilds who offered the British that they would help Britain to win the war in First World War, in exchange for the British recognition that Palestine should be allocated the land for the Zionists. Firstly, Palestine did not belong to Britain. They had no right to give somebody else's land to the Zionists. You have seen also the double standards where it comes with regard to international law, humanitarian law, and we would want to say this. If the Zionist cancer can claim that they have the right to self-defense, that means that they have the right to continue the oppression, continue occupation. Israel does not, the occupier cannot demand from the occupied how the occupied should respond to occupation. It's against logic. So when they speak about peace talks, it's not peace talks, it is surrender talks. We do not believe in peace with an oppressor, with an occupier. When you kick a dog, he will defend itself. They come into your land, they take everything, they murder and plunder, and then they tell you, no resistance. We do not believe in that, and we will never believe in that, because Quran teaches us not ever to accept oppression and to stand up for justice. When we look at Palestine, and may the land in its entirety be returned to those who were made refugees. Every inch of that land. We see also Palestine in Congo, where there's a genocide happening. A Palestine in Rwanda, a Palestine in India, a Palestine even here locally, where we still have unemployment. When we look at areas, for example, Lavender Hill, Valhalla Park, Khayelitsha, and Masipumalale, for example, these are all that we still need to work on. Those who believe in justice will identify the implementation of justice everywhere, regardless of your geographical. When we look at the media, for example, Israel portrays itself, and that is psychological strategy, where they portray themselves as the victim always. But warriors of justice, they are witty. They know. Don't let them fool you with terms and confuse you with concepts. It's fairly straightforward. The media must galvanize people based on haqq, truth, and to disseminate justice, as Imam Hussein salamullah alayhi says, Kunu li madloom awnan, become the helper of those who are oppressed, wa khasman, and stern against oppressors. That's what we believe in, and that's our honor. Quran teaches us. We need also personalities and culture to do our utmost to make people aware of Palestine and the struggle for justice. When we have even poetry, when we have platforms like these, when we have anashid, for example, writings everywhere, we need to conscientize the masses, because it is our duty. Tomorrow when we will appear on the day of Qiyamah, what is our answer going to be to the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Due to time constraints, we can't go into the details, but we want to say this. The state of Israel was created to counter Mahdawiyyah. But let us tell them, نريد أن نمن على الذين استضعفوا في الأرض ونجعلهم الأئمة ونجعلهم الوارثين. We want to make those who are weak in the land, we want to make them masters. This is divine promise. Doesn't matter if the whole of humanity, when they congregate, they will never succeed. Mahdawiyyah will be a reality, and that state will see its demise, the Zionist cancer. With that, we ask Allah Azza wa Jalla Sha'na. It is our duty in our own capacity and our own skills, whatever we can, to help our brothers and sisters in Palestine. And we want to say this again in conclusion. I was very very cautious this Ramadan, just even to buy dates, because I didn't know where those dates are coming from. They rebrand, rename, and those dates were cultivated, most of it, on the farms of kibbutz. And kibbutz were built on villages that was destroyed. Since 1917, the Zionists started with their militia groups and went into villages. It didn't start in 1948. It started way back when that Mal'oon declared the Balfour Declaration. Let us do at least our best, wherever possible, to help our brothers in Palestine and likewise everywhere in the world. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.